So I grew up on a family farm in northeast Montana. Our farm was about 2 miles south of the Canadian border. So it's as wide open as you can get up there. And I joke that that's what really gave me the time to look around and say, hey, there are probably some things on our farm that could work a little better than they do. And on our farm, everything went through my grandfather. We would spend all day checking in with him. What do we need to be working on? Where's the machinery? What's up next? What's getting behind? And especially as I was getting ready to go into college, that really struck me as not a very efficient way of doing things. It made sense, but it definitely kept us behind a lot. And when I went into college, I knew that I wanted to be working at the intersection of technology and agriculture. There were so many cool things that were coming on the scene right at that time with mobile apps and cloud and being able to do things at scale that just weren't possible before. And I spent 4 long years terrorizing my professors, trying to do every single project I could around agriculture. And I had professor after professor pull me aside and say, please stop doing all these things with farmers. Stop pestering the farmers and go do something with Apple or Amazon instead. But I didn't listen to them, and I'm really glad that I didn't. And I still catch up with some of them from time to time now, and they laugh about it too, that it was probably a good thing that I stuck with it. After undergrad, Texas A&M saw the research that I was working on and she pulled me down there at College Station to do my graduate degree. And while I was at Texas A&M, Syngenta saw the work that I was doing as my research and said, you're moving to North Carolina. So I spent 6.5 years working as a research architect for Syngenta in their research and development group in RTP, Raleigh, North Carolina. And about 2 years ago, I went to my manager and I said, there was this concept that we were working on back in college that at the time really probably wouldn't have worked because the technology just wasn't there. It wasn't up to snuff to be able to make something like this. And I said, but I think a lot of that has really changed. And he said, whatever you do nights and weekends is your deal. Go crazy. And so I taught myself how to code. I built a very rough prototype and I gave it to some family friends up in Montana who are still farming. I said, try this out and let us know if there's something here of value. And they said it was very rough at the time, but they could see that this was something that had some legs under it. This could actually work. And so that was when we got involved with Ag Launch, and we've been going nonstop ever since.